Okay, so I'm making a lamp. It's another asset for an isometric room. If you've watched any of my other videos, I've been making a series of things that you might place in an isometric room. So here we are on the default scene in Blender. The first thing I'm going to do here is go to modifiers. I'm going to add a subdivision surface modifier. And I'm going to bring that up to maybe 3. That looks good. So I'm not going to apply this yet because I want to go into edit mode. So I tabbed into edit mode. I want to add some edge loops to this. This is going to be the base of the lamp. So Command R, and then roll your scroll wheel and your mouse forward. I got 2 edge loops there. That looks good. I'm going to go into face mode here, and I'm going to click on the top face. I'm going to S to scale. I'm going to scale this down. This is going to be the top of the lamp. And I'm going to go to the bottom and S to scale this down. Okay. So the next thing I want to do is I'm going to add an edge loop down here. So Command R. And I just want the by doing this, you're going to make the bottom of the lamp flat. And up here, Command R. And that's going to make the top of that flat. So now I am going to go into edge mode, or I'm in edge mode already. So I'm going to select this edge, and then I'm going to hold down Option, click it. Now it selects it all the way around, and I'm going to scale this to get a shape. And that is kind of the shape I'm going for a lamp. I don't know what lamps look like in your house, but this is what they look like in my house. So back to object mode. So that's the base of the lamp. So now we need to put a shaft the light bulb's going to attach to. So we're going to add a cylinder, and we're going to G to grab on the Z axis, bring it up here, S to scale, so we'll scale this way down, and then S to scale this up on the Z axis like this. So that's a little too small, so I'm going to S to scale it just a little bit bigger, and S to scale on the S and Z to scale it just a little bit taller, and G to grab it, and Z axis to bring it up. Okay, so I like that. Now, this lamp is going to have a lampshade, but just for completeness, I'm going to add a light bulb to the top of this. You may or may not ever see it, but we're going to add it anyway. So we're going to add another cube, G to grab, Z axis, so bring it up here, right there. We're going to add a subdivision surface modifier to this. And we'll do the same 3 surfaces on this. We're going to tab into edit mode. And we're going to add a edge loop on here. So Command R right there. And then I'm going to go into face mode here. And bottom face. And I'm going to scale this in like that. So I like that. And then I am going to click on I'm going to hit 1 to get a straight on view of this. So first I'm going to select the top face, and then 1 to get the straight on view. I'm going to hit G to grab it, and on the Z axis, I'm going to bring this up like that. I like that. Now I'm going to go into the edge mode, click on this with the Option key down to select all the edges, and to scale this in just a little bit. Okay, maybe like that. You may never see this, but that's my light bulb. So tab back into object mode. Now I want to add a switch that goes across here to turn it off and on. So I'm going to add a cylinder. I'm going to grab this, move it up the Z axis. I'm going to rotate R to rotate Y axis 90 degrees. I'm going to scale this up on the X axis. And then I'm going to scale the whole thing down. And then I'm going to scale this again on the X axis. And then scale this down. I'm trying to get this really small. So scale on the X axis. Okay, that I'm liking. So that's the switch to turn it off and on. I can just grab this, move it up the Z axis a little bit. So now we're going to have a lampshade, but the lampshade needs to be attached to something. So we're going to We're going to create that now. So click on the light bulb, do a Shift D to duplicate this, and scale that up a little bit. And then we're going to turn off that subdivision surface modifier. So you got this. And we're going to go into edit mode. And we're going to delete the faces. So face mode. We'll click this one, and this one, and this one, and this one. And you hit X, delete faces. And you're left with this. So now we're going to go into object mode. And we're going to scale this, S to scale on the Y axis. So S to scale on the Y. So I like that. I'm just going to G to grab up the Z axis. So that looks good. And then I think I'm going to scale this, S to scale on the X axis just a little bit. And then scale Z axis. And G, I'm going to grab it, move it up the Z axis. So it's like that. So that I like. That is the thing that's going to hold the lampshade basically. So the last thing to add to this is a lampshade. So we're going to go to add another cylinder. And we're going to G to grab Z axis, and then we're going to scale this up. That I like. Then we're going to apply the scale, so Control A. Anytime you change the dimensions of something in object mode, you need to apply the scale. So we're going to go into edit mode, click on that top face, and we're going to scale this in like that. We're going to click on the bottom face, and we're going to scale this out like that. And then we're just going to delete the top and bottom faces. So we got the bottom face already selected. So X, delete face. Click on that one. X, delete face. So now you see my things not touching the. So now we're going to go back into object mode. I'm just going to click on this. And I'm going to scale this on the X axis. And then scale this on the Z axis. And then grab it on the Z axis. Okay. I like that. That looks good. Now, if you look at this lamp from the top, you can see there's a light bulb. You can see there's something holding the lamp shade. And if you got to look at this from the bottom, you can see there's a switch and something holding the lamp shade. Anyway, the last thing I'd do is I'd probably click on this and shade smooth. But I think I'd keep the shade looking like this. I like that look for a lampshade. Anyway, that is a lamp for your isometric room. Thanks for watching.